Hello everybody, this is your boy Minleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Reverse 1999 version 2.0 Floyd to the Golden City. So today will probably be the last episode of the main event, so that means part 20, part 21 and part 22. I presume 22 is the true ending, at least I hope so. And after that we will have nothing else to do except for Mercuria's event right here. And also 15 days later, we will pivot to Jay's event, the San Francisco Kid. So after this, like I said, Mercuria on the Thousandth Night, and then Jay, the San Francisco Kids. But for today, let's just focus on finishing up this wonderful, very interesting story though. I'm not sure how to feel about it so far. I honestly cannot give a good review, and I feel like I won't be able to make a review at the end either way, based on what I have seen so far. But hey, every story has to end, so we're just gonna take things one step at a time and finish up the story right here, right now. So let's jump straight into FT20 Letter Home, Confessions and Realizations.
I don't want to write this letter. But I promised myself that once we could talk as equals, I would persuade you to accept my decision.
Sure is dusty in here. I gotta clean up.
I thought I would have the courage to confront you then. I thought I could tell you how foolish and selfish you were. I thought I could make you proud of me by going to places you've never been and seeing what you've never seen. But now, when faced with a mission that could put my life at risk, I realized that I'm not as brave as I thought. My hands are trembling. My body wants to run. I don't want to lose everything I have. I don't want to die nameless. Especially now that I'm so close to the life I've always wanted.
When did you get this hole? Oh. Sorry, buddy. I shouldn't have kicked you.
I keep thinking about what I told you that day. About how some people would sacrifice themselves if they had to. I remembered the scared look on your face when you heard that. I was so proud of myself at the time. I thought, finally, I managed to scare him. But now I wish I could go back and stop myself. I know that scaring you is nothing to be proud of. I only did it because I knew I was the only one in the world who could hurt you. Now that I've established myself, I can talk to you as an equal. But I found myself doubting my decision. When my colleague knocked on my door, urging me to prepare for our field mission, and he called out my name, Paulina. Paulina! How I wished he were you. How I wished for you to open that door and protect me. But that thought only lasted for a moment. Then I understood where my fear came from, and why you were so scared when I talked about sacrifice. I realized that even though countless people are suffering out there, even though my colleagues have sacrificed their lives, even though more and more children have become homeless, I'm not as brave as I want to be.
Whew. All fixed. Finally. You're looking much better now, buddy.
Mr. J, are you really selling the restaurant?
Don't worry about it. A new, even better guy will take over.
But I also understand that someone has to step forward and stop this tragedy. Otherwise, our world will fall apart, leaving nothing but sadness and pain. A single drop of water can't form an ocean. A single piece of tile can't build a roof, nor can a single person put an end to a war. For a long time, humans and arcanists have been on opposite ends of the spectrum. Faced with this catastrophic event, we may all perish unless we stick together. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just a blip on the radar. Yes, I'm just a weak, cowardly human. But I'm also a member of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I can finally, truly say those words with conviction. Some people are willing to deal with pain, even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to.
This is a good spot.
Piece by piece, we'll build a shelter. And one day, the rain will stop. We can't save those we've lost, but I believe that one day, we'll reach a new era.
We should go, Jay.
Oh, that's a little bit sad. So I guess Paulina is dead for real? But what exactly happened though? Oh, landlubber, hello, what's this? So it looks like Jay is visiting some people at a hospital. FT21, the redemption of the duck. You know, you probably shouldn't say the word duck unless Matilda is there, because a lot of people associate Matilda with a duck. Which makes sense because her little like animal chibi is a duck. But let's go and take a look at what this cutscene is about.
Boss, what's in it for you to join the Foundation? You know they're all liars. Those holier-than-thou officials never tell us what's really going on. Besides, if Lasers has taken over the restaurant...
Hey, watch your mouth, kid. Your boss would have been hacked to pieces if it weren't for us.
Wipe your nose, kid. Legers will be a good boss. Promise. He'll clean up the mess on Hate Street, and after that, the poorhouse staff will get you into school. And Holic Spike. It's yours now.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Me? I'm gonna jump into the sea and try to swim.
What do you mean, boss? I thought you didn't know how to swim.
Shut up, you noisy bastards. I'm trying to sleep here.
You shut up! Yes, no one can cause a friggin' earthquake.
Everyone shut up! Make any more noise and I swear I'll anesthetize you so you sleep for the entire month.
I owe you one, Razor.
No, you owe Meish one. If she hadn't led us to the door, we wouldn't have been able to stop that girl in time.
As it turns out, Mercuria foresaw the whole thing and took action before anyone realized what was going on. She always does this. Once she's fixed on a goal, she never considers her own safety. But despite her courage, she's still a living person who can get hurt. Please, promise me you'll bring her back.
It's a shame we couldn't arrest that girl. If only we'd had a little more time to prepare.
Cheer up, man. You saved my life, didn't you? I'll get you pretty far on Hate Street. By the way, where's Matilda? She's supposed to take me to the Foundation today.
She's been summoned to report on the operation. I guess. It's gonna be rough. There were a lot of civilians involved, and she didn't follow her commands. She might even have her position revoked.
What? But we wouldn't have gotten anywhere without her.
Jay, that's how things work over there. If you're really planning on joining them, you'll have to learn to follow their rules.
Where's she now?
We're not authorized to request that information.
What's wrong with my nose? It isn't even allergy season yet.
Miss Bowenish, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Please, continue.
I read your report last night. I must say that your judgment has given us some very important information. According to your report, the missing assets are in the possession of Eternity, aside from the most important one, which is now in the hands of Manus Vindicte. Luckily, the man in control of the girl is one of their insignificant believers. For the time being, there's a limit to what he can do with her. This, at least, is good news. You've caused quite a stir among senior management, Miss Bowenish. It seems you're starting to make a name for yourself.
Thank you, Monsieur Bernard. By the way, I would like to apply to leave the Foundation during my vacation. I want to visit my mother in her safety house. That merchant, Eternity, and the peddlers in that lair mentioned her name several times. I deem it necessary to confirm her safety.
No problem. Give me the application form. I'll arrange it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait. Someone told me to give this to you. He said you left it in San Francisco.
That's odd. I don't remember leaving anything.
He said that it's proof of your promotion.
So, what you're saying is that you're not going to turn me back into a toy? Does that mean I can go hunting by myself? And I can choose my own prey? Oh, no, I mean... Could you sit down for a moment? Don't worry. All you have to do is say yes or no. Yes or no? Okay, I get it. I know what you need. This is great. I'll kill whoever you want, as you wish. Let's decide on our next destination first, shall we? I see. Then, let's go where you want to go.
Well, that was interesting. Turns out that the mysterious vampire... Is it a vampire or is it some sort of other monster? I don't know. It's just a toy. Somehow. Okay, what's this? Is there more? Oh, a report. Let's read this together, guys. So, Matilda was injured. Jay was injured. Pollock was killed. And then there was a female enemy, which we saw earlier, belonging to Manus Vindicate. So they are Manus, I think. Let's just read this. Alright. This was our boss battle, right? We drained the woman's energy so that she was weakened. Yeah, and then Manus just ran away. Razor Squad, reporter Todd Smith. That has to be the most generic sounding name ever. Todd Smith. It's almost as bad as John Smith or John Brown or whatever. Manus Vindicate retreated much faster than normal. Tracking in arcane skills were ineffective. Well, too bad. Okay. Hey, that's Matilda. That's totally Matilda. We are going to the final stage. FT22, unanswered door. Knock knock, who's not there?
Forget-me-not, there you
Oh my
are.
god, it's Forget Me Not. Is that Paulina?
Guiding One said she didn't want you to come back to this manor.
Wait, Forget Me Not is still alive? I thought he got reversed as well. Interesting, interesting.
The St. Pavlov Foundation has destroyed another hidden outpost in San Francisco. Don't you want to go there yourself? Let those white robes seep blood?
Can you see it? It was once a deserted land.
What?
Then countless arcanists, thousands of generations of them, sacrificed their blood and bones to build the tunnel. When it was complete, they were ecstatic. They kissed the earth in their jubilation. Yet in the end, they found nothing.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Never mind. I know what you're going to say. The preacher has ordered us to return. She has received a new oracle. Let's go.
Come on, baby, move. We're in the middle of nowhere. The towing fee will cost an arm and a leg. Ah, damn it. My baby's gonna be stuck here forever. And all for a bit of cash.
The map says it's still a fair distance from the safety house. Looks like the great Matilda must count on herself once again.
Hey! Wait, miss! You haven't paid me!
And here's a tip too. I hope it can make up for your loss. At least to some extent. A distinguished and generous passenger such as me must be a rarity. I will walk the rest of the way. If you stay here and wait for me, I will show you my generosity again when I return.
Sure, miss.
L'emplacement de la maison de sécurité est classifié. Je dois être très prudente. Vestigium vanish. D'accord. Maintenant, je ne laisserai aucune empreinte derrière moi. Si seulement j'avais un assistant avec moi. Alors je n'aurais pas à porter cette valise toute seule. Ce serait encore mieux si c'était Sonnette. Maman serait contente de la rencontrer. Je ne sens pas du tout l'incantation de maman. Je suppose que cela a du sens. Le personnel de la place a juré que cet endroit était si caché qu'aucun Glaucus ne pourrait le trouver. J'espère qu'elle va bien. Le voilà! deux Manus ne pourraient jamais la trouver. C'est l'une des meilleures devineresses et guérisseuses de cristaux au monde. Elle a dû prévoir toutes les circonstances possibles et s'y préparer. Mais elle sera certainement surprise en voyant que ce visiteur est sa propre fille exceptionnelle. Ça fait si longtemps. La cantine du SPDM ne connaît rien à la cuisine française. J'ai hâte de manger à nouveau les plats de maman. Le plus important, c'est que je dois demander à maman de choisir un nouvel orbiculaire pour moi. Même le meilleur artisan de cristal ne pourrait rien faire pour réparer les fissures dans le mien. Madame Boigny, je venais voir qui est là. Maman?
Excuse me? What the hell was that ending? What? What? Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. It's just... What? What? Okay, whatever. Two old friends are standing by the wall. I don't know what this is. The after wall graffiti. You might as well eavesdrop for your own amusement. I could live off burritos forever. I love this city, San Francisco. Oh, so do you also love the homeless that shit everywhere in San Francisco and the needles and drugs? Anyway, come back, get your hands on a burrito. You mentioned that Jay shop this the Hold on, what the heck? I'm trying to look up some info right now. Like, I didn't expect this to happen. This is so sudden. Leguers, okay. The graffiti, okay. If the art sucks, we'll clean them off. There's a boo. There's goddamn kids and their shitty graffiti. Okay, let me see what it is. What do you think? The artwork of the younger crowd on Hate Street. Tap here to see the graffiti wall. Okay. Every can of spray paint is here. How do we know what their original colors were? When it comes to graffiti, the colors are chosen based on the artist's mood. Sorry, not mode, mood. Okay, and feeling angry, get red. Feeling happy, get yellow. Once you learn the backstory, you can make accurate guesses about the chosen colors 9 times out of 10. Let share their stories and collected all the details and gossip on these pieces. Are you really going to go through this? Don't worry, my hands aren't shaking from old age just yet. Wow. Oh, it's Pioneer. Who in their right mind will display their self-portrait on a wall? It's a miracle it hasn't been vandalized yet. Swipe, okay. Pioneer. Much more fun than community service. I'd rather spend an afternoon spray painting these walls than an hour tearing down ads. You guys can read this little blurb over here. Who knows, maybe a few years now there will be new works of art joining this very wall. I hope you'll still be around to see them. And I hope you have teeth together by those jalapeno rings together. Okay. So I guess we can go through this and we'll even get a nice little like reward. Tang's restaurant, which is what we just had. Well, I mean, not what we just had. I was saying that Tang's restaurant was basically the setting of this story. Let's see. I'm not interested in all these. Do they actually have useful story, or is it just like whatever? J stands for genes, Jake, justice, and a little bit of youthful jubilance. Wow, this is. Wow, is that it? Is that you serious? That's it? That's all? I'm not reading that. Wow, that is. Wow. Oh, what's this? Ah, that's not important right now. That's not important to the story. None of these are. Wow. Is that it? Is that it for 2.0? It feels so... It feels quite underwhelming. What's this? A legendary song. I'm not bothering. Okay, let's take a look first. Okay. You guys can look at the song lyrics as well. I'm gonna pause for maybe 5 seconds so you guys can also pause to read it. Okay. Alright, I think that's long enough. Oh wait, I don't get it. This what's happened? It feels so empty. It feels like, I mean, there was an ending. There was a start. There was an ending. Ending was, you know, Jay joining the Foundation, and I think Pioneer joins as well. And they also accept the truth that Pauline is gone, and they defeated Manners, but at the cost of their own friends' lives, Holic, which is very sad. But then Matilda was like going off somewhere, and it's just... Wow. And it's not just my own feeling, by the way. I feel like 2.0 story is kind of... What even happened? And did anything significant really happen? It's kind of just... meh. It's... I believe the kids nowadays would call it mid, but... Wow, this story is kind of just... Yeah, it wasn't engaging at all, honestly. It feels kind of awful. And it's not, like I said, it's not me. I asked a friend, and I think she said that it was also kind of mid. Yeah, she's younger than me. Of course, she uses that kind of lingo. But I mean, jokes aside, it's... Yeah, that's just... I don't want to talk about 2.0 anymore, man. But not to worry, guys. I will still... I mean, I have an obligation, sort of, to make sure 2.0 gets carried out properly. So that is the end for the main story of Floyd to the Golden City. Like, the entire story. All 22 chapters have been completed. Like I said, next on the agenda will be Mercuria's anecdote, Mercuria's story on the 1000th night, which will include, of course, normally both her story and her battles, which is basically a showcase of Mercuria. From what I have gathered so far, Mercuria really needs potentials, which I kind of regret bullying Mercuria at this point. But whatever, I made my bed and I have to lay in it. I have to lie in it. And there's also Jay's, like I said, in about 2 weeks' time, Jay's anecdote will also be released. The San Francisco Kids, we are going to review that again. Same thing, Jay's story and also a showcase of his abilities as an arcanist. If not, that's all for today. Remember, guys, for the shop, I highly recommend you pick up this one, Mercuria's Psycube, if you plan to use her. I probably won't be using her, but I will still pick it up anyway. Gluttony, which is to upgrade any sort of 6-star Psycube, very, very important. Crystal Casket as well for resonance, very important. Serpent Scepter, and then I highly recommend you, if you are the type who likes wilderness, you can pick up all these wilderness islands. If you are a collector like me, I would also pick up the music right here, yeah, and also all the various items here. Try to clear out at least this store, Mental Domain, and then you can move on over here. If you ask me, for this section right here, I would recommend picking up this one because these are quite new. Yeah, it's a new upgrade material. This one is, I have a lot, so I wouldn't recommend you bringing up. I would also recommend buying this one, LF Polarization, because you are basically gate capped every month. Okay, so to sum it all, I would highly recommend, for those of you who want to do farming and want to, you know, optimize your time, I personally would suggest picking up all of these 4 golden, see, gold, like the highest tier of materials. Then I would also recommend picking up the Unilocks. I already have done that. Picking up the islands if you are into island building, like the wilderness. Pick up the music, the track for this as well, if you are a collector like me. Then over here, if you have extra time or you have extra farming currency, like the event currency, pick up this one because this is a new material, and pick up LF Polarization because again, you are gate capped every month. I don't know why they gate cap you every month, but if you want, like I said, that's it. So these two, and possibly everything here. But that's all for today's episode of Reverse 1999. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey for Floyd to the Golden City. I'm very sad because it feels like it's so... I don't know why, but this story is like... it's nothing significant. I feel like nothing really happened, honestly. It's a bit... I don't know what to say, honestly. I really don't know what to say. It's... I don't know. I genuinely cannot form an opinion on this. So if you guys have been watching it this time, you guys have been watching along, I highly recommend you just give it a look-see and think again whether or not you like it. I'm not going to tell you guys how to think, whether to like it or dislike it, because honestly I don't know whether I should like it or not. Yeah, I do hope that at least 2.1 will have a much funner story. 2.1 is it a main story update, or is it like a side story like this? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's enough from me. This episode is a little bit shorter. It's actually very short. But thank you all so much for watching. This has been Minleaf, YouTube's most skill issue gamer, and I'm gonna I'm going to see you guys. Like I said, I'll see you guys for the Mercuria story, and also the showcase, as well as J's story and showcase 2 weeks from now. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care out there, and do look forward to seeing those episodes. Take care, bye bye, and I love you all. See you around, my fellow timekeepers. Bye bye.